Stand behind me, come what may. I know now that I'm ready, yeah. For I finally heard them say it's a different world, ooh, than where you come from.
He said nothing is fresh is the best is. Whoever than himself, he the best is. Impressive. How you rhyming and he be like Panther back in 96. The beat he in the streets earbuds. Fuck the beats and be cursing like a sailor. I so out he be writing grander. For those they give you remember the Titan tablet like Perseus. Uncle Tom was like a white man. Stay about his money. Let me in the ear like he Tyson. And I hear he laid back, got his feet up when he rapping. And the traffic stands still. They freeze when he say action. A small fraction might walk away simply cause of distraction. But always getting back. I think it's cause I'm so attracted. The attractions in my trapping. Roll over to the masters on my Oscar de la Renta dog. Get with the classics. It's on your downfall. Make a beat to go imagine. I take a seat and relax. Scratch the beat and keep rapping.
Different world, ooh, and where you come. Different world, ooh, and where you come. Different world, ooh, and where you come from. The city is now, yeah.
A chef on the glass, work on the plate, show my ass. Got the skills to pay the bills, but expensive taste make waste haste to your face. And baby, take this creme fresh to your face. Whoa, not like that, gotta make sure it's seasoned right. You ever served 160 within a 300? See humanity testing your sanity. After you were dropping a hole, no light, no more fight. But to get that time, you must do the crime. After 12, we feel one. Say stories to tell about going through hell. How you almost fell, how you messed up that VIP's Quinnell. This life in the kids, so you got a quick glimpse of what it means to hustle, bustle through our eye muscle. It's crazy, it's crazy. This profession's not for the lazy, cause it's a
different world, ooh, and where you come. Different world, ooh, and where you come. Different world, ooh, and where you come from. The city is now, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can decide, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told.
It's a different world, man, I'm on some different shit. 250 nowadays for a pair of kicks. I remember when James was like $130, but the rock what I got in my stock, you're unworthy. Foam posits on my feet, never laced up. Foam posits on my feet with the fresh cut. Cargos with the dope t-shirt to match. Wait a minute, hold on, let me check the back of the trunk. Pull them sixes out, feeling like Brian and Dwayne. Feeling fresh in this game like a champ. Got them Jeremy Scotts on the feet with the wings. I'm fly above means, above all. Just to get fresh like God getting these kicks. You gotta stand in line overnight, wait for these shits camp out. Had these for 3 weeks before they even came out. It's a
different world, ooh, and where you come. Different world, ooh, and where you come. Different world, ooh, and where you come from. The city is now, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can decide, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world than where you come from. Ooh, than where you come from.
I'm a nerd, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm black. So you put them two words together, you get blurred. And yes, it is a Webster approved word. Yes, it's Monday. Leave me alone. Okay. I usually don't stream on Mondays. Y'all know this. It was Sunday, but I was at work. Thanksgiving holiday is over. Them people, they went somewhere with their lives. They did their Black Friday shopping. We all good now. Now it's the road to Christmas. And we on the line towards Christmas. But, you know, we're not going to talk about Christmas today. We're going to talk about nerd stuff. But Christmas might have came early for us nerds. Maybe. We'll see how my guest feels. I have on please say yo government.
AyoItsSaúl. Yeah.
Saúl. Because if I said Saul, he might have left. I'm just saying.
I don't care. I mean, you're not wrong either way.
All right, say no more. So, Saúl is a content creator. He now in this space. He's on the track with me. and pretty soon I know he's gonna pass me because he has a personality that is very infectious. I saw both of your streams, by the way, very good.
Really?
I have no
Thank you.
I have no critiques. You got 400 and something views. I barely get 10, but you know it's
What are
okay.
you talking about? You're still doing good though.
Yeah, I'm doing good. No, I'm still motivated. This is good. This is good. And he's a comic book enthusiast. This is what he has on Twitter. And y'all know how I feel about Twitter. It's a goddamn cesspool.
It is.
But sometimes you find good things on Twitter that'll come up. And before we start, would you like an early Christmas present? I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I saw this on Twitter about noontime. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Holland said he is fixing to stay with the MCU. He confirmed this today. Wait. Don't mind me, folks. I'm still trying to figure out this whole setup with Restream. Don't get mad at me. Sometimes this is why I miss StreamYards at times. But I don't know if you can see it or not. It's not coming up, is it?
Nah. But this is all gibberish to me anyway. This whole streaming stuff. But
Yeah. Well, anyway, Tom Holland, it sounds like he's going to do another 3 Spider-Man movies.
yeah, I just literally before we started the stream, I saw that. So that is cool. That's also not a coincidence why I got a Spider-Man shirt on either. But
I'm Team
that's
DC,
cool.
so I'm Team DC, so
Oh yeah, really?
the hell with y'all. Yeah, the hell with y'all. Oh, I just figured it out. I had to do that.
Share your screen.
No, I had to put the screen into the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. add
Now
to
it
the
makes
stream.
sense. Okay, let's see if we could do it like that. That'll work. Okay, yes, folks. So, yes, Tom Holland is on his way back to being Spider-Man till he's 30, which he said he wasn't going to do. But, you know, the money. And I'm sure Zendaya is not going to be mad at the check. So, on the heels of this, I came up with a theory when the, what do you call it? When the trailer dropped. I had a theory. Considering they're putting Octavius in this movie, and it sounds like he's probably going to be the main villain, I think they're going to do Superior Spider-Man.
Oh.
This is just my theory. I think they're going to do this.
That's a good theory. I mean, it's also a great storyline too. It's messed
Yes.
up. Well, I mean, he is the most sympathetic, I would say, out of the villains, other than like, I guess Sandman, if they're going with Sam Raimi's Sandman. But I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I would personally love, a symbiote story, but I think with Doc Ock, I mean, that's if they want to get that actor for, a couple of more movies. But even though if they were to do the Superior Spider-Man, they'll probably spend it all on one movie because Marvel has a tendency to take these long storylines and just babble them all into one movie.
Oh, you mean like DC?
Everyone's doing that. I mean, you can't turn these long storylines into unless you're doing Infinity, even though that still wasn't the same thing. But to them, it's probably impossible to do all that. But with the Superior Spider-Man, I thought it was a really great take. It's weird though because this Doc Ock is, I would say, more likable than the way that he's portrayed in the comic book. But I think that's a great theory, and I would love to see that personally.
Yeah, the red and black suit might be fire on screen. Might be.
If they
It's
did
just
it
gonna
right.
be weird. It's just gonna be weird to see his voice and somebody in that suit just running around.
I think he'd be a little bit young though. I mean, Tom Holland. I mean, that's my only gripe with him is even though it's the most comic accurate, but imagine Doc Ock just wasn't he more in Peter's body when he was more of an adult rather than a kid?
Yeah.
So
That's the weird thing.
it would be a little weird.
Yeah.
It's just like you got Doc Ock with underage Zendaya in the movie. So
Yeah.
that'd be weird.
Very weird. And yeah, I don't know about them kissing scenes. He might be like, you kind of cheating on me over
That
here.
would just be odd because it's not him. So and then everyone else will know too. But the world's going crazy anyway. So they might do something like that.
Yeah. And also, what about this rumor that she might become a spider person?
I didn't know that was a rumor, and I don't see
they're
why.
they're saying in this movie she might become a spider person.
I think they should just probably go with Spider-Gwen if they want to bring back the other chick if they're doing the multiverse, maybe in
Yeah.
a multiverse where she is Spider-Gwen. But if Zendaya as a Spider person, who knows if she'll have pronouns in that? I don't know. I wouldn't want that just because. I mean, we've seen her. She's funny. It's weird that she's this version of MJ that at least we haven't seen. But I don't know. I wouldn't be down with that just because I think she's probably good where she's at. I know they're doing stuff with Ned, but her as the Spider, just girl, I don't think it's needed.
Okay. All right. Now, does Ned? Nah, I know he won't. But what if he becomes Astonishing Hulk?
Astonishing Hulk.
Yes. Astonishing Hulk.
What
if he's like?
I heard rumors of him being Hobgoblin.
That would be fire.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
and,
I heard that too. That would be fire.
That would be different. But I mean, him, I just can't.
You can't see him as a bad guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, just the cast that they got. Like, if you've seen Spider-Man: Homecoming and you see the guy that they casted as Flash, it's that small little Indian kid. It's like Flash Thompson, who becomes like Agent Venom, who has a symbiote, big brolic kind of football dude, and they casted the smallest little Indian dude. It's weird to kind of see them in the roles that they're supposed to kind of turn into in the comic books. But it would be strange just with either of them being anything. Like, I look at Ned and then I look at Zendaya and I'm just like, I can't imagine you guys being anything. The fact that they're even helping Peter gather up the villains in this upcoming movie is still kind of funny to me. So I'm very curious how it is. I actually got my tickets today, even though they were sold out in most places. So I got like my parents and Vanessa. We'll see how that goes.
Cool. Yeah, well, we have one advantage down here in Atlanta. We have drive-ins. So if I do that, I'm going to get up drive-ins. I'm going to go to the drive-in. It's like, I think like 40 miles away though, but
is it like a double feature in the drive-in?
No, I think they do the single. I think they do double features on, I think, the weekends.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
We only have like one down here and it's a double feature, but it's just
cool.
It's like a weird lot where there's potholes, so like your car might be slanted while you're watching the movie, so it's funny.
Nice. Yeah, but I just had another random thought since you say you don't want to see Zendaya as anything. What if she becomes Black Cat? It just popped in my head.
Becomes Black Cat. I mean, she couldn't, because that's just an entirely different character.
Right.
But it would just be in a way kind of where I feel like they would just be copying Batman's Catwoman. And we got Zoe Kravitz, and then we got Zendaya as like a Black Cat. It would literally be reminiscent of her Catwoman, and it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. And then seeing Zendaya like silver hair, if they decided to go that route, I don't know. I like Black Cat as a character too, because it shows kind of like Spider-Man's whole face, because that was one of his, what would you call them, entanglements.
Yes.
So yeah, that it would just be another side of Peter, which I wouldn't mind if they put in a movie to kind of bring him out of, make him more mature a bit, and be like, hey, you're not a little kid all the time. I like the way they did it in the video game. So
yeah, they did say that the post credit they are going to introduce a fan favorite character. So the speculation is out there. So I don't know who's going to be.
Well, she was on the newspaper in the Morbius trailer along with Rhino.
Yeah.
So they show the Daily Bugle, they show Black Cat and Rhino. So I'm like, okay, it might show her. It might be another villain. Yeah. Morbius somehow comes up in this. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to say the least. This is going to be an interesting few months with this movie. Now, the other news. So apparently Scarlett Johansson said, thank you for the money. Now, what do you want me to do, Daddy? And now she's coming back to the MCU, but she's going to be not in front of the camera. She's going to be behind it. And she's working on a top secret project. So
yeah, she's producing from what I hear.
Yes. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of female characters they could do for that. I'm blanking out.
I mean, if they're pursuing anything with her sister, maybe in some way being involved with that, because she does become a part of like the Dark Avengers or some type of team. Right. So maybe trying to handle, because I thought she was great, the younger sister in Black Widow. I thought she was a comic relief, and she was probably the best part of the movie. But I can't think of another female hero that she could be part of. I mean, they're already doing She-Hulk. We got Captain Marvel out. We got Kate Bishop.
That show
Yeah.
is not good.
I haven't seen the first episode yet. Well, there's 2 out.
Yeah, it's
I
2
don't-
out now. Yeah, it's not,
I haven't
it's not
seen
good.
it so far. I don't know. The only show I probably enjoyed has been WandaVision.
Yes,
but-
WandaVision is great, but
But
yeah,
other than that, like
the
Loki,
Hawkeye show's not
nothing.
good.
Yeah,
It's like
it's messed up. They gave him a show, but not his movie. They're like,
Yeah.
we gotta give you something.
Yeah, we gotta give you something. We'll give you 10 episodes and take this money.
that's cool.
Yes, but I was thinking you still got Spider-Woman left.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't have her touch X-Men. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Who knows?
Don't have her
Maybe-
touch X-Men.
No,
Don't have her touch X-Men.
I would love if they somehow were to introduce Rogue, so Captain Marvel can like not be in the picture anymore. But
Damn, y'all still hate her.
well, I mean,
That's
I
so
did hear rumors of that because, to be honest, even though they're trying to look at Brie Larson as like the head of Avengers, she's not likable amongst a lot of people, which I don't blame. Not to say that I hate the person or anything. It's just like I'm saying, like as a character, she's very kind of like stone face. She didn't really show much. It's just like not much emotion. Like as a character having flaws. The way that they did WandaVision was great because, you know, she's one of the most powerful mutants like ever. She's like a class 5 mutant. She's Scarlet Witch is very powerful, but they showed her being weak and vulnerable, and then they show her kind of like come from that and become strong. The Captain Marvel movie didn't portray that really at all. So like with Brie Larson, it's just I just don't see her being, you know, a good leader. So I wanted them to introduce Rogue. They have to eventually, and X-Men if they do that, so they can get,
Right.
you know, so she can get her powers that way.
So y'all just want her out of existence. Jesus.
It's a lot of people that kind of do.
I know.
Even though
I enjoyed the movie, but yeah, she didn't grow on me.
yeah.
But you know, we're wrong if we say that.
I guess everyone has their opinions. I mean, I know it's more of more kind of like the feminism part that comes into it. She's obviously said things that's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I think as long as you do your role well, there's a lot of people I don't disagree that I disagree with on a lot of subjects. Most likely like Chris Evans, rather very super liberal kind of actor, but I love him as Captain America. I think he's a great Steve Rogers.
Right.
But like Brie Larson just wasn't growing on me.
Yeah. Hey Bree, keep your head up, baby. We still gonna support you. just don't go to Star Wars.
I mean, she might as well at this point.
No, don't do that. Listen, Star Wars is in hell right now.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy? She's
Lord.
signed on more for 3 years.
You're gonna piss off the fan base, but go ahead.
Yeah,
you and
it's
Pedro,
true.
y'all gonna piss off the fan base. Go ahead. Y'all already did
Pedro
it, so-
always not. He pissed me off. But we'll see what they do with that. I don't know, the whole Star Wars thing. I got deep into videos of people critiquing them, and it's like, yeah, I was a fan. And then it's weird because when the first one came out with Rey, I was like, okay, but then when I listened to people's deep dives in the movies, I was like, oh man, they really did fuck this up. And then it sounds like they're continuing to do it. Like I personally liked Mandalorian, but now, who knows
Do you
with
want to watch it
season 3.
again? Yeah,
Huh?
do you want to watch it again?
Probably not. I mean, like really, it's not something I'd probably be fond of seeing again. So even though Pedro said some very questionable things, it doesn't stop me from wanting to see him, you know, as a Mandalorian. But you know, you got Gina Carano out of there now, so
Gina, you got to come on this show, baby.
I
I
do
get a
that.
hell of an interview out of you.
yo,
So
I love
little
Gina.
Little Fox said, Twitter is like the Lazarus pit. You either survive the acid or let it burn you. Shout out to Red Hood. Shout out to that man. Okay, folks. I am here with AyoItsSaúl. Saúl. See, I told you this is why I don't like the accent.
You actually,
messed me up.
the way it should just go, you'd be like, hey, yo, and then I'll just say so. It's so.
Yeah, that'd be fire. Okay, yes, we will do that from now on.
Yep.
Okay, back to the Twitterverse because I also saw this. Folk, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to do it, but this. DC, I love y'all to death, but y'all piss me off, boy. And I did a video on this. the bisexual Superman. Why?
You know
I keep-
why?
Why?
It's DC.
I know, but
You say you love DC.
I love DC,
That's your
but-
preference.
that's my preference. But why would you do this? You
Well,
didn't
I
even
mean-
flesh out the character enough.
Yeah, I mean that's why they did it though, because you know a lot of at least like I would say probably you have the same critique too when you see like tokenization of other heroes, kind of being their gender swapped or race swapped is because a lot of people like us like to say, oh, won't you just have another character? And if you want that to be the premise of the character, then fine, just let it be a new character. They're technically trying to say, oh, well, this isn't Superman, this is his son, so it is a new character. When in actuality, it's the same fucking character. It is
Right.
Superman. You
Right.
just wanted him to be bisexual and be proud of it, and also protest for, you know, the climate change, even though he literally has world altering powers and can solve all that shit in like seconds. But they show him with a protest sign and everything. And I'm just like, you know why they did it. It's a Gen Z Superman. And they're not going to stop either. They're not going to double. They're going to double down, you know. Batman is black now. Well, he's not black,
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, but still.
even though, and then too, I'm hearing they might do that to Damian too.
Oh, Damien?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they already did the Tim Drake.
Yeah, I know.
No, Tim
This
Drake,
is-
he's bisexual now. And but with Damien, yeah, they're probably just gonna go to the Bat family. I think the ultimate goal is to legit just make Bruce gay. I think they
no, they'll make
tiptoe-
him like queer or something.
yeah, they tiptoe around. I feel like out of all the heroes in DC, they try really hard not to mess with Batman because they know that there will be a lot of backlash. So I think they take the characters around him and then they're slowly trying to infiltrate and be like, all right, the mission is he's gonna be gay one of these days, and eventually that's how they're gonna try and touch Bruce. Because notice they touch everybody else, but you know they're gonna get Bruce in some shit, or you know if he kills a unarmed black man by accident, then they make him sound like a racist or some shit.
that's gonna be great. That's
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. And then he's gonna be sitting there running, and probably take his mask off, but like, listen, I'm sorry.
Did you hear about Luke Cage?
What did they do to this man now?
No, he had a comic book that was canceled because they didn't say the reason, but it's the premise of the comic book was that he was investigating a crime that a white cop killed an unarmed black man, and Kingpin is somehow involved with like a crime syndicate within there, and so it's supposed to be kind of based around racial injustice and police corruption. So it got canned, and everyone's like, "Oh, we don't know why it got canned," and it's just like,
You know why it got
Yeah, you
canned,
know
man.
why it
Nobody
got
wants to
canned.
hear. Nobody wants to. I don't care.
no.
Okay, DC Marvel. I'm gonna tweet this to you when the show is over. As a comic book fan that's been reading for almost 30 years, I don't want to see the police in my comic books unless they're investigating a crime and a superhero shows up. I don't want to see y'all bring Dan Turpin back from the dead talking about he's like some racist cop or some white liberal cop. I don't want to see that. Likewise, I don't want to go read a Marvel comic and y'all have BLM all over the place.
Yep.
The purpose of me reading the comic book is to get away from reality for 50 something pages. Well, 20 something, unless you get the double issue, but you know what I mean. I don't care. Just like when I saw the Spider-Man stuff in Miles Morales, when I saw the BLM stuff, I said, just give me the damn suit. I'm not going to use it, but I just want to get the trophy. But
There's
I'm
the
like,
BLM colors too, which I didn't notice. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it looks black and gold, and I was like, oh shit, that's black and yellow. Oh shit, that's the BLM. Sorry.
yeah. And I'm like, why would you do this? But I know why you did it.
Yeah.
But then everybody read it and they're like, okay, why? This could have been like something later. This could have been like if they would have did it as an achievement to finish in the game, I wouldn't have been pissed.
Yeah.
But if I have to get the trophy and I
And then
need
be
that,
forced to see it.
exactly.
So am I correct to assume that since you're a DC fan, you probably love all the CW shows that come out?
Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble. They'll never sponsor me after this. Okay.
So you
I
love
loved Arrow.
Batwoman? Is that what you're saying?
I've loved Arrow. I love Arrow. Except
Okay,
for the
all
last,
right.
except
That's-
for season, what was it, 6?
I think
Might
I
have been
stopped
6.
after like 3.
Oh, 3 was Raish, but yeah, I think they did Raish too early. But you know, okay, it is what it is. 4 didn't bother me as much as it did most people. 5, yes, it was gritty again. 6 pissed me off because I felt like they regressed it, and it was more about Earth 2 and the BS he was going with than the actual story. And then they introduced the main villain mid-season, and I'm like, eh. It just made me mad. Season 7, they sort of redeemed themselves, and then season 8 was season 8. They had to end it, so whatever. Flash. Flash is like hit or miss for me. Now, I love the joke they did on Twitter where they talking about it looked like Power Rangers when Godspeeds were fighting. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Bro, there was lightning bolt swords.
Yes.
That's when you had to. And
I was like, somebody
surprised they
broke the
put him in
budget.
there though. Godspeed, like that's more of a new villain.
Right.
And I was like, all right, that's cool, I guess. But then I know a lot of people gonna hate on it, but I had a thing with like Iris West and just every character being a speedster. It just made Flash less and less special. So I stopped a while ago seeing Flash. I'll tune in here and there because my parents watch Flash. Like my mom watches Flash. She loves Flash. But then like I watch it now and I'm just like, yo, this shit is just not
like
good.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Armageddon. Tomorrow we'll see how this Black Lightning stuff. Well, yeah, this Black Lightning stuff deals with. I'll see, but it's like
You're still holding out hope. So wait, do you watch Batwoman?
I watched the first season. Then it got woke, and I said, I can't watch this chick. I can't. I know I love folk. I promote black on this channel a lot. I can't. It's tough. The whole is they screwed that world up so much. I can't get into it.
I'm just wondering how it's still maintaining. I know Warner Brothers,
It's
DC, they got
maintaining
money, but like that
and-
show's not making money. Like it's not. They're just throwing money in the furnace. It's purely about messaging, and they keep doubling down too because we have our new first Asian Poison Ivy.
Yeah, and I'm like, because redheads are wrong.
They don't like
Traditional
redheads.
redheads.
I think
Traditional
specifically
gingers are
DC
wrong.
does not like redheads. They have a lot of redhead characters.
But check this out. But Mara is still a redhead for now.
For now. But you got Cyclone that's going to be in Black Adam. She's no longer redhead. While Wally West no longer redhead.
Yeah, he's black.
He's black now. And
black.
there's a bunch of people still. Yeah, I got to put them on the list. Iris is also supposed to be redhead, I think.
Yeah, Iris West is white Iris. We gotta say
White Iris, yeah.
But you see what they did? Well, you haven't watched, but in Flash now, they gave her like brown hair, but it almost looks red.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like when the sunlight catches it, it look red. And I was like, yo, I'm not.
She gonna
slick.
get that Michael Jackson
I'm not
disease too and turn
yeah.
light skin? Like, what's going on?
Listen, Candace Patton's a beautiful woman. They better not do that. They better not do that. But yeah, Flash, I'm still holding out hope. I want to see what they do with this Armageddon thing. I'm still holding out hope. Superman and Lois is a great show.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Because
season 2.
it's detached, really.
Yes.
It's on a whole nother budget and it's by like different writers.
Yes.
You can obviously tell just by looking at the production. I'm like, this shit's a movie. But I wish all superhero shows were like this. But
Yes. And I actually did a standing ovation when they finally introduced Steel. I was like, finally.
I like the actor.
Yes,
that
I like him.
was-
He actually is a great Steel.
Yeah. I would love to see a movie for them.
Yeah.
Even though,
But-
like, when it comes to Superman, I mean, I love Henry Cavill. I think no matter what DC does, I can't see anybody else as him,
You're not ready for B. Jordan?
bro. Even B. Jordan knew. Like, he's helping write, like, the other
Yeah.
Superman. But if they would have done that, they know it would have been met with a lot of backlash. They just know. Even though it's coming out now.
I'm Calvin Ellis.
Yeah, if they do, like if they do that, fine. But like I'm talking about like the Black Clark Kent that they're doing with Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams.
Okay,
I think,
folks,
right?
Ta-Nehisi Coates is a terrible comic book writer. Please,
He's also racist.
he is also a racist.
He's very racist.
If you read his Black Panther run, it was terrible.
He
but
wrote Jordan Peterson as a Nazi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he also went to Congress talking about reparations, and he just sounded like an idiot. But I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
You black, I'm gonna give you some more of a pass. But then I read the Black Panther again, and I was like, you ain't getting no more pass from me, bro. I could write better than this. But
That makes me worried for the next Black Panther. I know, was it Ryan Coogler? I mean, did a decent job with the first one, but
well, there's a lot of rumors saying that M'Baku is about to become Black Panther.
yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, and they might kill off Shuri, but you know, black women, it's gonna be okay if they do kill off Shuri. Just find the closest black man.
Even
you
though
can find.
she's one of the greatest minds of the Marvel universe.
Yes.
She's like, I would say probably surpassed Tony, and she would be a great, asset to have like when shit starts going down with the MCU. And I know they want to kill her off because of
Her stances, but we don't say the words here because the algorithm will screw me up more. And I'll be the first YouTuber in history with negative views. But yeah, Leticia, right? If you see this, I might tweet this to you too. Please come on and talk to me. We won't bring up Black Panther. I just want to know about your life.
I think that she was great anyway. Even though I think it'd still be too young to do like a female Black Panther, but man, I don't know. Like I still feel bad because I love Chadwick. It's a great. I would have loved to see like Storm come like from X-Men and he marries Storm. There was so many things they could have done.
I actually wrote a show treatment for that for a Storm
really?
series. Yeah.
Oh,
Like we
cool.
go back from like when she grew up and lost her parents all the way up to her last battle with Shadow King. And then Professor X tries to recruit her to go to X-Men, but she stays in Africa for another year. And then the post credit was going to be her meeting T'Challa.
Nice.
And then that would have been season 2, but Kevin Feige, holla at me, I give it to you.
Who would be your pick for Storm?
I haven't found her yet. It's got to be a dark-skinned woman, number one. I haven't found her yet. I have not found her yet. Man, okay, Lil Fox is going in. He said he or she said they want to see, the only cop I want to see is Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy is too based. He's too based for this world. Folks, if y'all ever get a chance, please go find a Dick Tracy comic. And
I
you're
like
going to
the movie
understand
a
why
lot. The movie was funny.
Yes, and you'll understand why he will never see the light of day ever again in life. They don't even play it on TV anymore. That's how racist that movie was, and how misogynistic that story was. But it was beautiful.
Who's your favorite hero in DC?
Steel.
Steel. Nice. Nice.
That's first time I ever saw a black man not be overly powerful. He used his mind.
So you like the Shaquille O'Neal movie?
I watched it 3 times.
I
Shaq. He was better off doing Shaq food, but I ain't gonna hate. I'm still mad he never did a Shaq food.
I was so excited
movie.
seeing that. I was like, oh snap!
The suit was terrible. I don't know who cut his budget the day they were putting the suit together, but I don't know.
It was an ambitious movie.
But it would be fire if they did do a DCEU version of it, and that was like on the wall somewhere.
Yeah,
like it was his son. That would be fire.
That'd be cool.
But speaking of sons, this is my one critique I have a problem with the Superman show. How is Steel the father of Natasha, but the mom is Lois? I did not get that.
I don't know how they're going about that.
And she's not even like my skin complexion. She's like dark skin like he is. How did that work? I know he's from a different Earth, but
you know how it works.
You could have done Amanda Quick, and people wouldn't know who she was if you don't read the comic. But still, you went to Lois. You put a black man with a white one. I'm not gonna touch that. Not tonight. I'm not gonna touch that.
You keep saying there's no such thing as interracial?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it made no sense to do that in that show.
No, it doesn't.
It made no sense. Like, okay, you that's his daughter. Okay, in the comic book, that's his niece, but fine, whatever. Lois Lane, though.
I
All
hear
the
that-
chicks, all the chicks. You
Well,
could have
I mean,
said Vixen. You could have lied and said Vixen. You coulda lied.
I know that they're gonna eventually, cause like, who is it now? They're turning more people kind of like not even mixed race, but like, black now. Like, well, Catwoman, who was forever, well, I remember a white woman. If you see her now, she's more tan skinned. She's more like multiracial. So that shit's definitely gonna happen. I mean, didn't they wait? Hold
Nubia's
on, they made
getting more
Jimmy
shine.
black. I forgot he's another redhead.
Jimmy Olsen's black, yes.
Yeah.
They're featuring Nubia a lot more now. What else? I think I saw something. They said they were gonna do like a all black Justice League comic book run. Okay.
I mean, I don't get the point of it.
Yeah, I don't. So it's gonna be black people beating up white people, I guess.
I saw it. The only villains are gonna be white people.
Shit.
I mean, they got that comic book. What's it called? Black. Where it's just in a world where where black people had superpowers and only black people. So
Yeah.
I didn't read
Yeah.
it, but I just heard of it and I was like, it's weird because as a concept, I'm like, oh, that's crazy, but I wouldn't read it. That's just
Yeah.
they're just asking for division in that. I'm just like, I'm good.
DC, I love y'all, but yeah. Y'all might need another New 52, Rebirth, Golden Silver Age.
Do you
You
think
might
they
need-
have better heroes overall? Like, what makes you a DC person?
I like their stories more than Marvel. Marvel has more memorable characters now. But DC, I think their stories are a little bit more intricate.
Yeah.
And I know they keep doing this, but like their stories always reverberate out, which I do like, but sometimes you don't have to reverberate it out. Like the Batman Who Laughs did not need to reverberate
God.
out.
I was just gonna mention that. That's funny.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing this shirt, folks. Because apparently on the Flash TV show, they said they might do Red Death. So
Oh, come on.
yeah,
They're gonna mess them up. No. Don't touch
Yeah.
Red Death.
Yeah.
Just don't touch Red Death.
yeah,
Those storylines are, first of all, what you're in right now. I loved all their books. I was bugging at all of them. And I bought like the special holographic ones.
Nice.
So I have each one individually. The only one I don't have actually is Red Death. I'm heated. I have everybody else.
Yeah.
But his was the only one I had that was like creased and I was heated. But I enjoyed all their storylines so much,
Yes.
especially the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, and then of course DC was like, "Oh, we got a popular character. Let's just
Milk
destroy
him.
his mythos."
Yeah, just they're milking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because it was well written. When I first read, like when they had the Dark Knights, I was like, wow, I love the way they even did his single comic book and taking out the Justice League and oh man. But then I see that they kind of milked him a lot. He became like a god.
Yeah.
And it's just like so much happened, and I got lost in it because I love the storyline. I try to follow it, and it branched off into too many things. I was like, I don't even know what's
and
going
then
on.
they did the sequel, and Wonder Woman was starring in it. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
Dude.
weird. Yeah, I got lost in it. Honestly,
yeah, I'm
that's
like,
a dope
dude,
shirt though.
Thank you. I'm like, dude, all these characters you could have created, you still haven't created a female Doomsday.
I know, right? That'd be funny.
I actually wrote that too.
A female Doomsday.
Yeah,
They should
it was
just let that
basically-
be Lois.
Like
Let
it
Lois
was,
be a
well,
female
my
Doomsday.
female Doomsday was made out of four women. One for strength, one for speed, one for mind, and one for she was basically just like angry, and this scientist took all of those essences and created Lady Doomsday. Now she's a hell of a lot weaker than regular
Doomsday.
Doomsday, but she's way more ferocious.
All right.
But DC, holla at me. I give you the points on it because they need another event. But damn it, I don't get it. Comic books is like it's like they're not trying anymore.
Well,
Shout
I mean, at
out
the
to
moment,
manga.
yeah.
Shout out to manga.
It's true. It's true though. I mean, I'm hoping, that we'll start seeing things again when it comes to the competition. Like, with Eric July, he might be having his own thing.
I got to talk to that brother.
Yeah,
So
he's cool.
I got a concept that has anime roots, but it could work. I don't know. I'm not. I gotta get my
Should talk
numbers
to
up
him.
first. I gotta
Yeah,
get my
yeah,
numbers up.
yeah. You should talk to him more about it. Like I know he's got some stuff that I've seen because I met him, and he's gonna put them in the shame. Like when he starts really picking his shit up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I mean, when it comes to just comic books now, I just get every time I see a new headline, it's just something that just doubles down. Like there's a new trans Amazon now,
Yeah.
which would completely like defeat the purpose of that island Themyscira with Wonder Woman. And it's just another person that's just race swap, gender swap, and that's the only thing. There's no nuance to stories anymore. That's why when you have characters like the Batman Who Laughs, you're like, oh shit, a good story, a good character, and then they see that as like a Pokemon card. It's like holographic. They're like, all right, cool, and then they beat the shit out of it until they destroy it. So then they try to come up with just different versions of other characters that may be appealing to some people, and they just keep doing it. Like everything is happening now. So like the Spider-Man movie, like when we originally talked about Spider-Man, like I heard, cool, he's gonna have 3 more movies, but I mean, I heard in an interview he thinks that the new Spider-Man for the MCU should be Miles Morales. And mind you, I'm a big Miles Morales fan. Like I like Miles and everything, but not once did he ever mention Miles. And I feel like if Tom Holland wasn't doing movies anymore, they probably would have went with Miles, because that's just the direction that Marvel's heading into. Like I saw Eternals and all I saw was check boxes. It was really not that good of a movie. You see it with their more recent stuff. Like the Loki director wanted to make sure everyone knew that Loki was bisexual. Want to make sure that Sam was Captain America, and it's just like they and you know that's where they're going with Miss Marvel. They had a clip with Miss Marvel, who's now the I think the Islam girl. And she was just like, yeah, you don't see too many brown women or brown people like me save the world. And I'm like, they're already injecting identity politics into it. So
Yeah.
that's just the direction that they're going. It's unfortunate that they can't rely on good storytelling, but
I just hope they don't screw up the milestone rebirth. I just hope they don't screw it up.
yeah. I mean, I never think that they're going to do things right. So that's just where I'm at. Like video games, comic books. Like I just saw the last Resident Evil movie. God
Wait, they
damn.
did another one?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's called Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh God.
It should be available on stream soon, because there's no way that should stay. It was bad.
Whew.
If you're a Resident
What?
Evil fan, it'll hurt a lot more.
All right. Well, folks, we are talking with Ayo.
It's Saul.
There it is. Because I'm not saying it again, because I know I'm gonna mess it up somehow. But yes, we're talking nerd stuff. Let's continue with the nerd stuff. Okay, nerd stuff. Now, manga. They're kicking comic books, but we know this. The comic book people know this. Should the comic book companies start investing in manga?
You think that they should make their own version of manga?
Or use their considerable resources, which they claim that they have, and start buying some of these manga studios?
I don't think they would give it up. Well, the manga studios at least. But I think it probably wouldn't work well for them, because the storytelling aspect still needs to be there. I think manga's whooping Western comics ass right now.
Yes.
Think of like how outrageous the mangas are in the stories, because there's always a lot of outrageous. There's drama, there's horror, there's so many different genres to manga. That's why no matter what, it will always outbeat them. Like I know Spawn eventually did good one of these months. Like,
Spawn was Spawn. I have to give him Tom and Fallen and his people. They're getting in.
yeah, Spawn's one of my favorite characters. And no, not because he's black. Yeah, I also don't relate to him that well, because he was a hitman too. So it's just like he's just a cool character. But I don't think that let's just say if you were to give people these studios, I don't think they would even know what to do. It's like someone just buying a store and not knowing how to run it, because it's children right now at Marvel and DC. It's it's not trying to sound mean,
yeah,
but
somebody-
it is children. Like they never wrote Wolverine. They're writing for Wolverine, but it's just all these kids, they've never made heroes. Like we're talking about, like in our lifetime, we should have our version of Spider-Man or our version of Wolverine, but we don't, because we still have people clinging on to heroes from decades ago. So we have these kids who never came up with the character, who never came up with their background. All they can do is write their bisexual son and just another background character for these characters. Notice how they don't have to come up with the character. All they have to do is write for them. It's like one of the guys whose comic books got canceled. He did the New Warriors. It was Snowflake, Safe Space. They canceled him, but now he's writing for Blade.
Yeah.
So it's just like so it's just like he's not, they gave him a chance to write his own characters and they sucked. So what do? They gave him an established hero so he can just milk off. And that's it. Okay, and better at that, they gave him, like, he had his own characters and they canceled the comic book before it even came out.
Yes,
so
sir.
they looked at him and was like, hey, we should put him to write for Blade. It's like, cool.
Not even a black guy.
Not even a black guy either.
Speaking of black guys, there's a rumor Delroy Lindo might be Whistler.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They said they're talking to him right now. That might be fired.
Mahershala Ali as Blade, when they announced, I was happy. Because I like
just
him
don't
as
know.
an
I
actor.
don't like the Muslim connection.
You don't know?
I don't.
I don't even think there was, I didn't even know it was a Muslim.
Yeah, he's gonna be Muslim. It was weird to me. I was like, he's from Great Britain off top.
Yeah.
You have mythos right there.
That's weird.
A black British hero.
Yeah.
That writes itself.
I mean,
could-
the movie itself is going to be PG-13, which is already worrisome to me. But
Yeah. And you know Deadpool's gonna troll the shit out of him for that.
I love that. Well, I would expect to see him in the Morbius movie. It would make sense for Blade to show up there,
Yeah.
or like with Punisher in some aspect. But I don't know. I mean, I'm scared for the Blade movie, personally,
I am.
because the way that the MCU is. I love the actor, and they
Yes.
said that. Imagine that you're such a good actor that you call the studio and prompt them to, like, hey, I want to play this character, and the studio goes, okay. Like that's how much rep he had. They said that he contacted them about Blade, and they said, yeah, sure. So like Kevin Feige was like, yep, okay. And
Yeah. Marvel don't mess this up, man. I'm already worried with y'all with Fantastic Four. 'Cause I know y'all gonna try to
do you
Doom
think
off
they're
the
gonna be
top.
race bending Fantastic Four
Maybe Johnny.
again?
Maybe Johnny. Or what they should do if you're gonna go down that route. Make Invisible Woman a bisexual. Now we can play. Now we
Why?
can play some. Now we can play with some.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just. They're gonna do something. They're gonna do something. But my idea what they should do is they were in the negative zone before the snap happened, and he just came back. That's how they should do it. And please to God, do not do Doctor Doom already. Don't do that.
I mean, he would
Be
be, a great
aware of
villain.
him. Be
Yeah.
aware of him, but do not have him be the first villain. You should have the Mole Man be the first villain.
Wait, who?
The Mole Man.
Oh wow, really?
Yes. Doom.
Why?
Doom is too easy. You can't do Molecule Man because he's way too OP. Galactus, we know, is probably going to be the Avenger level threat. If you're going to go space based, which I wouldn't do yet until maybe the second one, don't bring in what's the name? God, I keep forgetting his name.
I mean,
Dax
they
the
might as well just.
Conqueror.
I mean, they might as well just do the scrolls, because the scrolls are already part of the MCU.
Yeah, but how are you going to explain that? I mean, they already said they were going to do Secret War, but
Yeah, like Secret War is already there, and they already got introduced in Captain Marvel. So the
Yeah.
scrolls are already established, and then they're already established that there's bad scrolls because they had the good ones that were in Captain
Right.
Marvel.
but then how do you explain Super Scroll? That's going to be the
Yeah,
thing.
that'll be the
And do
only
you
thing.
really want your first foray in the MCU? You want to see Super Scroll, then fight Super Scroll off top?
No.
That's why I said Molecule Man should be the first one, because at least they can reestablish their teamwork and show everybody why they're great as a foursome. Then you can branch off into the higher level heroes.
You think
Because
they
you're
should
still
bring
gonna
in
have to
Doom
explain,
still, though?
right, and you're still gonna have to explain why they've been gone.
'Cause
That's just my thing.
I think Doctor Doom's a great villain if they did him right, but I don't think as the first villain that they should bring him in. I think it needs to be a build up, and I
Right.
think whoever plays him needs to kind of like they kind
He's
of
got to be better than Julian McMahon.
He's got to be like on Brolin's level with Thanos. Because I like Josh Brolin as Thanos. I thought he did a
Yes.
terrific job. People hated. I don't know why. I love Thanos. He's completely different from the comic book, but I still loved him as like a
That's
villain.
what it's supposed to be, dude. If he was in the comics, the Avengers would all be dead.
Exactly. Exactly.
There would be
He
no
was
end game.
He was murderous in every way. In this
Yes.
one, they made him like a humanitarian and he wanted to save life. No, he wanted death in every aspect in the comic books.
I'm surprised
So,
they didn't show death. They didn't show death.
I thought they
in the
were. I
second.
thought they're gonna show Mistress Death. That would have
Yeah.
been great. But that's not the premise of this Thanos.
Right. He was. What do they call him? Empathetic.
Yeah, like he was trying to balance everything.
He didn't
So-
even have. He didn't even have on the full suit. Come on now.
No,
Oh my god.
it would have been great though. Like him just. I mean, he had the full suit at one point, but then
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Like full suit Thanos would have taken on that entire when they all came out of the Strange circles. He would
Yeah.
take them all by himself and probably would have won.
he would have took them all by himself, and he would have been smiling and laughing the entire time because he was
Exactly.
fucking crazy. He was the Mad Titan. He would have been like you see in the comic, you see in the panels, he smiles and shit as he fights, like he's nuts, and he literally does it to court death. He wants to get with death,
Yes.
and that's why he wanted to kill anything and everything. And I don't know, man. I don't know. He's probably one of my favorite of like the big bads, especially in the comic books. Like I read that comic book series, Thanos Wins,
Yes.
and it was great.
You know what's funny about that too? And I'm gonna challenge you on what you just said. I do walk around the house sometimes, and like every other week, and I look at my wife and say Thanos reigns from the video game.
Yeah.
But I think Darkseid is better than Thanos.
Do you mean like as a character or like power wise?
No, in Power Rise, without the gauntlet, I think they're equal.
Yeah.
Maybe Thanos slightly, because he's a Titan. But I think Darkseid, he's done more to mess with the Justice League than Thanos has done with the Avengers.
Yeah. I mean, Darkseid, he's just when you think of it, he's like kind of like that traditional, just like really bad guy. He just wants to. I feel like he's kind of straight to the point. He's like, all right, I'm doing this to do that. I feel like with Thanos,
Yeah, just give me my anti-life equation and
Yeah,
let
that's all
me
he
just
wants.
mess stuff up.
Thanos just wants you to suffer and probably go through the most like horrible imagined pain ever,
And then
before
kill
he
you.
comes at you. And
Right.
then he wants to know who's the strongest, so he can whoop their ass in front of you. Where's your kids? I'm gonna whoop their ass too. It's just Thanos is that type of guy. It's like I would probably want to just fight Darkseid so he could just get over with. Thanos, no, he'll keep you in there and get
But
in your head.
I am going to admit something right now. I saw Justice League Apocalypse War 4 times. I can't watch them death scenes anymore. They whoever the animators were, they needed to get an Oscar for that. The way they killed these heroes, boy.
I just like the way they did that. I just like the animation in general to
Yes.
it. I love the way that everyone looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, the way they killed Batgirl, I can't look at her the same after this. I always
gotta
see her
watch
arm
more.
missing.
Oh shit.
I keep seeing her arm missing. Like,
I gotta watch it though, cause like I stopped a while ago from like seeing the movies, but I love the animation that they went with it and just their styles, like their costumes. I don't know. I love that whole Superman collar kind of design
Yeah.
that they have. Oh, I think it's part of New 52, but yeah, I need to go back to seeing those.
well, they did update it for this movie because it was the last one in that animation run.
Oh, okay.
Because
All
they're
right.
changing it around now, but whew, that Them death scenes, boy. Them death scenes will make you uncomfortable.
Well, I want to see it now.
Huh?
So I want to see it now.
Yeah,
because I really don't recall them.
Yeah. I think there's a video on YouTube where somebody just did all the compilations of all the deaths.
I'll probably just look that up because
Yeah.
I'll see the movie, but I'll probably most likely know.
I
what's
mean, the
going
movie's
on.
only 90 minutes, but yeah.
Probably see it then.
That's all I can hear. I just keep saying that. Lil Fox said, Dark Side came close to destroying the Earth on multiple occasions. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then got run off like a bitch because they said, we're not going to kill this guy off yet. We need him. And then they said, okay, we're going to send Doomsday to Apocalypse and then simp him out real fast and make him look weak. But then, you know.
Did you like the way he looked in the Snyder Cut?
He could have been a little bigger.
Yeah. I
Could have
agree.
been a little bigger.
It could have been like a brolic. That's how at least I imagine him.
I mean, if you're in the animation, I mean, if you're gonna make him look like he's 12 feet tall, I mean, at least, you know. And he could have trolled a little bit. like the way I envisioned it, like he sees Superman, and then he like tells Superman, "Yeah, I knew your father. He was a joke, and I knew your mom too. She wouldn't even be fit to be my lowest whore." And then Superman punches him, and then he beats the hell out of him.
Yeah. It would have been cool to kind of just show like his savagery a bit.
Yeah, I mean, like when Superman came back to go fight him, he was like, it's like Superman just comes in and beats him just like that, like no epic battle. It's like, but you know, it's Snyder. I saw all 4 hours. I sat through it.
I did too. I was surprised.
Martian Manhunter, yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
I did like the Flash scene though.
Which one?
Well, when everyone fails and he goes back in time.
Yes.
Like the Speed Force scene, essentially.
Yes. Now, are you excited about the Flash movie?
Ooh, that was a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I know we got Michael Keaton, and we got that random Supergirl that was literally in a dream, but now she's a real character. And then we see another Flash in there. They said they're going with Flashpoint. What are they doing?
Yeah, it's gonna be Flashpoint.
I don't know. Like I saw like the costume, but then everyone's cracking on his helmet, saying he looks like Lego Flash.
Nice.
Because the helmet looks horrendous. But I mean, I'm obviously gonna see it. I'm just curious because it's from Andy Mussolini. I'm like, this dude did the It movies. I'm just like, you're doing Flash now, so see what his style is like. But I personally love the Flash. To me, he's one of the heavyweights of DC. If it wasn't for Batman and Flash, Joker, and Superman, to me they're the heavyweights of DC, and why they're even still held up now. Other than that, there's not a lot of interesting people in DC. Not gonna lie, that's why I lean more towards Marvel.
I feel you.
And villain wise,
DC, y'all need to bring the black characters back. You got a whole wealth of black characters, and y'all not using them. Vixen would be fire on the big screen.
yeah.
Y'all had an opportunity 17 years ago. You could have made Halle Berry Vixen, and she'd be a legend right now. But y'all stuck her as Selena Kyle, and that movie was horrible.
Yeah.
And
I heard that she wants to do it again too.
Yeah, it's about 2 years away from being a Lifetime movie, folks. How dare you? You had a golden opportunity right there, but we're not going to talk about that. Yes, we are. Mr. Terrific, you have a golden opportunity. He was great on the Arrowverse. You have a golden opportunity now. You want a gay character? There you go. You have a gay black man. You could do, as long as it's not Billy Porter, you can do whatever the hell you want with that character.
Billy Porter.
As long as it's not Billy Porter. I do not want to see Billy Porter with a T on his face and 2 balls following him. I don't want to see that. I'm getting in trouble for saying that, but that's fine.
That's funny stuff.
Steel is great. I don't, like I said, I want to see him in the DCEU with a better suit. What you could do is, I know you won't do this, but he should find the wreckage of the bat suit that he used to fight Superman and make his suit out of that. Then you have your connection. But you know they ain't gonna do that. They're gonna make him a punk. You have Bumblebee. You have her in the animation all day. You could kill with that. Get a nice 19, 20-year-old black chick. You have Bumblebee right there. I don't know if she could sustain a whole movie, but you could do something with that. Even if it's a TV show, you could do something with that.
But they're making Black Superman, so they can't touch those characters yet.
Yeah, I know.
So they made Hawkman black and Black Adam. So
Yeah.
he's Egyptian. They should have made him
I
Egyptian.
Oh, you know what? I have to give DC credit on that. They finally got it right. The movie studio finally got it right. Egyptian. Well, that's another subject for another day. We're not gonna go there. Not today. That's too philosophical. But yes, folks, I am here talking nerd talk with
AyoItsSaúl.
There it is. Because he has an accent over his U. So if you call him Saul, he'll be like, yeah, but he'll
It's
tell
still
you.
correct.
There it is. So, one last question. I meant to ask you one last question.
Yeah.
Well, actually, two. We'll do this. You remember the Malcolm universe, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Knowing how DC is and how they're starving for money right now, because they're in the red. We know this. I said they should do Amalgam Universe again, but use Spawn's universe instead. And do a Spawn version of Batman. That way, since DC can have a wet dream and make a whole bunch of money, you'll have a Joker version of Violator.
I mean, that'd be great. I mean, but seeing Dark Claw, like a Wolverine Batman, that would be great to see. A Ghost Rider Flash, that'd be great.
Speed Demon, yes.
Speed Demon. What was it? Crawl. It was like Nightling, is it? Would they have Beastling? It was Beastling. It was Beast and Beast Boy
Yes.
together. Yeah,
And
I love
Night
the
Creeper.
amalgam. Yeah. Who was that? Superman and Captain America? A Super Soldier. they call- Yeah.
Yeah, Super Soldier. You had Aurora Prince as Wonder Woman. A Wonder Woman with mutant powers.
It was a Wonder Woman and it was
Storm,
Wonder Woman
yeah.
and Storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Lobo and Howard the Duck.
Wait, who was Green Goblin? Oh, not Green Goblin. Green Lantern. What?
Iron Man. He was Iron Lantern.
Oh yeah.
Hal Stark.
That would actually be really cool to see. I don't know if they do it with Spawn though. They wouldn't be that many characters.
No, they got a lot. No, Spawn got a lot of characters.
You think to compete with Marvel and DC? Because Marvel and DC had a lot of collaboration. I mean, Spawn, obviously, it does have a lot of characters, but if we're comparing rosters, there wouldn't be that many combinations. A Joker Violator would be great, of course. Or a Joker Malbolgia. That would be cool.
Yeah, Joker Mal. I would say more like a Dark Side Malbolgia.
That would be different. That would just be OP. You would just get rid of the universe at that point.
Right. I mean, I guess you could put Superman with Admonisher, I guess, or what's his name? What's that guy's name? Oh my God, Brimstone.
Oh, okay.
You could have Brimstone, and like that could be like Batman trying to redeem that version of Superman.
That's true. That's true.
You got the cops. Twitch and James Gordon, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Twitch
It's all
and
the
James-
cops working together. Yeah, that'd be a great one.
Yeah. Catwoman and Jessica.
Jones?
No, Jessica, the mercenary, the one that
Oh.
helped kill him. Because
Oh,
now
okay.
she's a Spawn now, so
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, so feline Spawn or some dumb shit. They come up with some dumbass names or something.
Just don't touch the Spawn.
I mean, but unfortunately, we won't see because those two companies are. I mean, they talked about it years ago, but we know it ain't gonna happen.
Maybe a decade from now.
Yeah, when they're poor.
Until they've done everything. Maybe. Oh yeah.
Destroyed
when they
everything.
until they
Destroyed everything.
destroyed everything. Yeah, that would probably be a crossover which they think will make them billions. I'm guessing this Spider-Man movie will probably be the first time that Marvel maybe hit $1 billion. So we'll see.
What, you mean in sales?
Yeah.
In a while?
Yeah, in a while. What's the last movie that made $1 billion?
I'm gonna say Endgame.
Yeah, that was kind of a while.
Damn. Wait, no, didn't Far From Home make $1 billion?
Far From Home? Wait, was Far From Home after? Yeah, it
That was after Homecoming.
Yeah. Did it?
Yeah, let me see. Far From Home box office. Let's see. It made budget was 160 million. What was the box office? I don't care about that. Oh, you're not even gonna tell me.
Oh, all right. So 1.2 billion or 1.13.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but that's also still just, yeah. I mean, it is still like Sony and Marvel. But yeah, let me see.
1.13. Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm talking about like with Marvel, like obviously Eternals
Marvel.
was not going to touch that. Shang-Chi was not going to touch that.
How do you feel about Shang-Chi? I mean, I liked it because it progressed that version of the MCU, but
yeah,
I don't get it.
Shang-Chi was different. I love the whole martial arts aspect. I think the choreography was great, and I always loved that Marvel. To me, they were always strategic in their moves when it came to like, all right, so for space we're gonna introduce the Guardians, for magic we're gonna introduce Strange. And I think to introduce Mystic and martial arts was a great decision to have Shang-Chi. I didn't think it was bad. It didn't really move like a Marvel movie to me, but I didn't think it was a bad addition. I'm just kind of curious to see where they go with it, and kind of like what's gonna go on. I already kind of knew where the rings came from. They haven't really confirmed just yet, but yeah. Oh, it's Benderwin. Hello.
Hey, hope everyone's having a great night. We are, because the heat is on. I'm just kidding. But yeah, okay, so yeah, Eternals did not make a lot of money. They haven't even cracked the $500 million yet.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of things to consider. Obviously, you got COVID and you got all that stuff, but I just don't think it just engaged people a lot. I had a superstar cast, but other than that, I think they were trying to pull another Guardians, because people didn't know who the Guardians were, but they became a massive success. So
yeah,
I think they've
only been in existence for like 40 years.
Yeah, so they were like, hey, a talking raccoon in a tree, that's not gonna, be as popular, and it ended up blowing people away. Like, I don't think Marvel expected Guardians to blow up like it did. So I think that they were trying to do the same thing with Eternals, and it just...
Yeah, but that's way too... Yeah, but that's a more serious movie.
It was. It was.
It
was really ambitious. It was a really ambitious movie. And it tried to hit on a lot of points that just didn't land. So, yeah. But other than that, I like the way that they did the Celestials. I thought they were a great addition to the MCU, as they should be. But the Eternals themselves, yeah, I don't know about that. I never really got into their comic anyway, but...
If it doesn't involve Thanos, it's a pretty boring story.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it really is.
But I will say this before we start ending it off. I am curious to see how they're going to do this Plastic Man movie, because there's a black woman writing it. I'm curious how they're going to do this.
Plastic Man.
Yeah.
He's funny too.
He's funny.
They got to put
and he's OP.
Yeah, he is
OP. So let's hope they make it more comedic than, silly. There is a difference, folks. Comedic and silly. There's a difference.
For sure.
I want to laugh, and then I want to see him kick ass. And that's one piece he got. But, we'll see. And then watch all white boys cosplay him at the next Comic-Con, because that's how that's going to go. So who's ready? Please don't ruin Plastic Man. Plastic is my homeboy. They'll probably make him woke. So we don't know, but we'll see.
Hopefully not, but that might be the case.
Yeah, we never know. This is DC. This is Hollywood. We just don't know. But before we go, and folks, if you don't know, and I purposely did not want to do this, but I have interviewed his girlfriend twice. and we've been on each other's streams, and it's been fun. Her name is Gothix, G-O-H. Jesus Christ, I can't spell. It's Monday. That's right. Gothix. Jesus Christ, I can't spell on a Monday. That's not good. But yes, the shows are on the channel, so check that out after you're done. It was a very fun conversation. Please send it out so I can manufacture going viral for saying nothing like most people, and we can invest more in the channel and have Saul come back and talk more nerd stuff, because we know stuff is going to go off the rails in a couple weeks. We know this.
Yeah,
There might be an ink shortage somewhere. You know how the supply chain is. But yes. But before we go, we have this game, and she's played this game, and she's done very well. It's called 10 Random Questions. We ask you 10 random questions, 5 to get you. It's all about a personality. 5 are basic, everybody gets the questions, and 5 tailored to you. But we always ask the guest, would you like to play?
sure.
Cool. I'm still undefeated, folks. Let's get it. That is a new one, folks. I had to update it because of this new computer. So I don't feel like taking stuff off my old one and doing this. But yes, we are here. So number 1, I ask this question all the time. I hate to answer, but we have to ask it anyway. Are you team Apple or team Android?
Currently, it's Apple.
Okay, you're just like me. You hate to have been Apple. Thank you so much. I still don't get the iPhone, but you know, I'm not gonna knock it because it works. I'm not gonna knock it.
Accessibility, that's all.
Yes, sir. Even though it is a Samsung, but yes, folks, all you Apple people, you're using a Samsung phone, but it's all good as long as it works. And you invest in Africa. You are investing in Africa while you do this.
All right.
Yes. Number 2, your favorite TV show. Could be current or all time.
Damn. All right, hold on. No, that's a tough one because shows are near and dear. I would say that's on my top list of all time that I have binge watched. It's between 2 would be Dexter and Breaking Bad.
What was that first one?
Dexter and Breaking
Dexter.
Bad.
Cool. So you just like homicidal white people. You like homicidal white people. Go ahead.
I guess that's its own section right there.
Hey, that's fine. Listen, those are 2 legends. Dexter is coming back. Are you excited?
Yeah, I mean, there's already some episodes out, but I'm just waiting for all of them to come out so I can binge it. So
Nice. Okay. Have you watched Hey It's All, whatever they call it? Better Call Saul, whatever it is.
I've seen some episodes, but for some reason I didn't get hooked on it like I did on Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad just like I didn't go to sleep. Like I just stayed up watching. I just watched all of it.
Yeah, I feel you. So after we're done here, I'm actually gonna start playing this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I only bought it because it was on a Black Friday sale.
I was about to say I did see that there.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I might as well. I kind of hate they gave me the physical copy though, because it doesn't load as fast as the digital. But you know, it is what it is. It doesn't. But they said I can blow people up with CD players, so that's what attracted me to it. So I was like, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Okay, back to the questions. Number 3, go-to music genre.
Listening to anything. It's actually been Christian rap.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, so that's been kind of recently because I've been getting into some things. So Christian rap has been it right now.
Yeah, I grew up in a Christian household, so I know how that is.
Nice,
Especially when your parents would love to quote Jesus with everything.
Doesn't sound bad to me, especially what I've been reading.
Yeah, but I would suggest, I don't know if you guys have it, but the study Bible would be your best bet. Get study Bibles. Don't read the regular Bible.
Study Bibles.
Yeah, study Bibles, because at least you could write in it, and they still have the verses in it, but they also modernize the text. so you can apply it to real life. Because that what I call a slave manual, it kind of just wants to tell you a story, and then you're supposed to interpret it for yourself, which is what you're supposed to do, but you're not really learning anything. You're just applying what they did now. But at least with the study Bible, you can take it and put it in real world situations, and then you can apply it. So that would be the best way to go.
Okay, cool.
You know, while you listen to Christian rap, but you know.
Yeah, this is a whole plethora of things.
Don't be writing no lyrics in the book. No.
No.
Do whatever you want. It's a study Bible. That's what it's meant for. It's meant to keep notes. Number 4, favorite musician. Could be of all time.
Favorite musician. I would say who I listened to a lot through some like kind of dark times was Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi, like a lot of his
Now-
music resonated with me.
Was it Kid Cudi pre-dress or post-dress?
Pre-dress.
My man. Just want to make sure, because
Yeah, it was
that picture of him holding hands with the white guy, I didn't know what the hell.
I mean,
was
like
going on.
that's all on him. That's his thing. But I'm talking about like his music. Like when it really hit for me was like back then, like because he also went through depression like really bad, and you can hear it in his music and whatnot. And I just related to it a lot. Some of his new stuff, yeah, it's kind of there. I always just dug his style, but I would say like, you know, I loved his music a lot. It was rare for me not to like something from him.
Cool. All right. Number 5, favorite question. You're at a table. There's a button on the table. You push it, and out of the shadows is someone you could talk to for an hour straight and pick their brain. Who would it be?
Keanu Reeves.
My man.
I would talk to this angelic man more than anyone. I would love to get some wisdom. You can tell wisdom just spews from him, from someone who's been through a lot in life. As I've seen like interviews, he's done a lot of great things and he doesn't advertise it. He looks like he's genuinely a great person. So I would love to like get some knowledge from someone like that.
Do you believe he is Jesus?
No, but if there was a very close representation, if we were to get someone, it'd probably be Keanu.
And folks, if you ever get a chance, if you play video games, you can attest to this. There's nothing that smells better than unwrapping a fresh game. Nothing.
Well, I mean, all mine is downloaded now, so it's been a while.
Yeah. Well,
The next game I'll unwrap will be the next God of War, since I plan to get the collection.
do you guys have a PS5?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to wait till it loses some weight first, then I'll get it. Yeah, you know it's pretty thick right now, so I'm waiting till it loses some weight. And it
Yeah.
will. And it'll
Yeah.
probably play better.
Probably.
Because everyone's got one now. It's like, yeah. It's like, what games you got? And they're like, yeah, I mean,
2K.
no.
2K, that's it.
I told
2K.
people for the longest time, like, yeah, it's coming out. I was like, bro, there's literally nothing to play. Even the next God of War supposedly is going to be on PS4. So there's
Yeah.
almost no
just wait
reason for
another
me to
year or
get it.
two. Yeah. just
Like
wait
I
another-
said, till it loses weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I like how Sony gives you a free upgrade every time you buy a game now.
oh, all right.
Which,
That's cool. It better.
Yeah. But I think I'm not gonna buy one until I decide I'm gonna get a TV to go with it, because
True.
I got this 40-incher that I've had since I think 2014. I think. I mean, we don't even watch TV anymore, so
I was
just
about to
save it.
say, we don't
I just
watch.
save it for the baby when she wants to watch Disney, and I need to be alone for like 20 minutes. So, yeah. But okay, let's do your personalized questions now. And again, we're talking to AyoItsSaúl.
Saul.
There it is. Okay, number 6. Who is I think you answered this, but who is your favorite? No, we'll ask this instead. Who is your favorite anti-hero?
Probably be Spawn. He's not a hero. He's definitely an anti-hero.
Okay. You don't think he's a hero?
I mean, like, yeah, he is, but I mean, heroes. I mean, when you kill someone, like Punisher's an anti-hero. Like, if I had to go with a number 2, it'd be Punisher. But it's just
You don't think Punisher crossed over in the hero realm?
I mean, what would you consider an anti-hero to be?
he kind of jumps back and forth.
Jumps back and forth. But what would an anti-hero be? Would an anti-hero kill criminals purposely?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's an anti-hero. Even though they're horrible individuals. But you know, Deadpool's an well, she just said that. Deadpool is a great one too.
Yeah, but then like even with Venom, they kind of skirted it a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
Like I know he's supposed to be the lethal protector, and they consider that an anti-hero, but he kind of like did save the world in the process. So that
I mean,
made
you can
him
still
a
do
hero.
all these things. It's still kind of like anti-hero. Like
Speaking of which, since they're doing Black Spider-Man in the MCU, is that gonna be their foray? I think that might be Carnage
what?
in disguise, the Black Spider-Man they're introducing in No Way Home.
I wouldn't see why it would be. If you've seen the other Venom movie.
Yeah, I know, but he's going in the MCU now, so shit could change.
Well, we'll see how he does it, because the way they did it in the most recent Venom movie wasn't justice at all, considering he's one of the most terrifying
He's Avenger.
and horrible
Yes, he's
villains.
Avenger level threat.
He really is. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, that's true. I mean, either way, I would love to see how he looks in the MCU, to see how they do him. So
Yeah, I think they might Jokerize him.
maybe, yeah, especially with Cletus Cassidy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Carnage Pool. That would actually be a great Deadpool 3.
Carnage
Carnage.
Pool.
He hunts Carnage.
That's a horrible combination.
Yeah, Carnage Pool. I think they did that in the comic though.
They
did
for sure had to do that.
Yeah, I think they did Carnage Pool. Now, does Deadpool have his supposed bisexual relationship with Spider-Man now?
Most likely will.
Damn.
Well, I mean, they consider him a pansexual. So
I know, but
so like he humping anything.
yeah, it's gonna be weird.
So you're like, I don't even mind if you do that to a character, because like that was always Deadpool's thing, but at least he's funny. Like he always had like a big crush on Spider-Man and like other heroes. That's him. That doesn't define him, but that's part of his like personality.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking crazy too. So
Yes. Now Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah, Moon Knight. Oh,
trailer.
my dad loves Moon Knight. That's one of my dad's favorite superheroes is Moon Knight.
Are you excited about the show?
I am. I'm excited just because I think he's also a great actor too. Well, I mean, when he played Apocalypse in X-Men, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I think that this would actually, I saw that brief little teaser, and I'm excited about it. My dad, he's hyped. That's one of his heroes. He loves him and Colossus. That's like my dad's favorite superheroes.
Colossus. Okay. Deadpool. They did a decent Colossus.
They did. I think that was the best interpretation, really, so far.
Yeah.
It's funny because like at least like my top three would be Silver Surfer, the Hulk, and Spider-Man.
Okay. A silver California dude, a raging fool, and an insecure guy that took clothes off. Shout out to Marvel. Shout out to him. I'm not gonna diss him no more. All right, number seven. Let's delve off from the nerd stuff for 1 second. Go back to the world of anime. Do not say Dragon Ball Z and do not say Naruto on this question. What is an overrated anime?
An overrated anime.
Overrated. I want to make anime heads mad on Instagram.
I'm not sure which one would be, just because at least the ones that I've been introduced to, I like them. But I didn't really see the appeal with Blue Exorcist as much. And like that was hyped up a lot from me, from my friends, and I tried to give it a shot, and I was just like, this was overhyped. I didn't really see the appeal as much. It's like, oh, he really wants to be exorcist, but it's as the devil. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I gave it like some reading and then like seen some episodes. And I was like, yeah.
That's kind of like how I felt about Death Note after like the 10th episode. I was like, eh. And
yeah,
it's starting to lose the steam.
It was more of a drama, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but
kind of describe it that way. Yeah, it's more of a drama.
Yeah. But, you know. I wanted to make sure because it's easy to say Dragon Ball Z or Naruto. It's easy.
Yeah. I mean, I like Naruto, but
I watched it and I was like, all right. When Naruto and Sasuke gonna fight? Let's just get this over with.
That shit was annoying.
Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Nah. It has its. You know what the thing with JoJo is? The thing with JoJo is they have their core fan base. I respect them. And JoJo's not that bad. Now, if they screw up the live action, I'm gonna be really upset.
That's gonna get screwed up.
Yeah, because
I didn't see a Cowboy Bebop, but I know.
I have a feeling that Cowboy might have hope. JoJo, I have no hope for. Because those characters are way too eccentric for a normal actor to try to get their mannerisms down. And that's why I don't have any faith with the One Piece one either. I have no faith. I saw their cast. I was like, okay, I don't know none of you, but I have no faith.
Yeah, just
this is going to be Dragon Ball. This is going to be Dragon Ball. I see.
Oh my god, no, I don't think anything can compare to that.
Did this? Hang on, quick question. Did this man act in anything else after that?
The guy that played Goku.
Yes.
I think he disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yes, Little Fox.
I've seen him in other movies, but
so you did. So he was in the background.
He was in a movie where he was dead, and he was like a ghost, like the white dude that played Goku, right? Yeah, yes. He was like I recall seeing him in a movie where he was literally a ghost, and he was trying to guide some girl to finding his body because he was like dying. It was weird. It was a great movie, but when I saw that he was casted as Goku, I was like, isn't that the dude from that movie? And I thought it was odd. What are your thoughts on Netflix live action animes? I don't think they're going that well so far.
Yeah. Yes. So yes, they currently have a live action JoJo in Japan, but right now I think Netflix is working on pre-production of a live action one for over here. So yeah, I have no faith in that. But you know, Netflix surprised me with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. So maybe they'll get it. They sure as hell didn't surprise me with Cuties, but we're not gonna go there today. I already did an evisceration of that. But okay, I think I'm up to number 9. Yes, number 9. One event you would like to be a part of.
An event?
Yeah, any kind of event in the world.
That would be a tie between two. Well, no, it would actually be Comic-Con San Diego with my dad. Nice. We've always wanted to go there. So yeah, that would be the event that it was between that or like E3. But E3's been kind of whack. So yeah. I'll probably do like Comic-Con San Diego with my dad.
Nice. Yeah, I still want to go there, but you know, California, their rules, NASA.
Yeah, I know.
2019, like I think 2019 was my last shot.
Yeah. I'm upset because I don't think I'll ever go to Comic-Con now. It's never going to be the same.
Let's see if the Republicans do something next year. We'll see. 2022 is going to be fun.
Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to the chaos again, but...
No, I think this time it's going to be a lot more controlled chaos now. They're not going to... They learned their lesson last year with people outside. This war is going to be fought on the internet.
It seems like that's where all wars are at.
No, but remember last year we went outside. Well, y'all went outside. I went outside in 2021. I was in DC. Yeah. Next year the war is going to be fought exclusively on the internet. Like you already see, they talking about they want memes outlawed, which I don't know how you outlaw free speech, but okay.
Yo, memes can be savage. I don't know. There's been some memes that people haven't recovered from. Imagine you got a meme about you. That just
Yes.
makes your career
And we'll bring
disappear.
up we'll bring up the number one person, Trigglypuff. Where is she? Where is Trigglypuff? As soon as that dropped and she got over and people made shirts off of her and she got parodied to hell, yeah, she disappeared off the internet.
Oh man.
I'm sure she'll pop up in like a couple years with some woke publication like, so it's been 5 years. What have you been doing?
Oh, I feel so bad.
Oh, well, I'm proud. I'm a nurse, and I'm conservative now. I've seen the light. I turned my life over to Jesus Christ.
I just looked her up real quick and just seen the picture of someone taking a selfie with her in the background. I feel bad.
Yeah, Trigglypuff. Good times, good times, good times. Now, last question. One tip you can offer to your audience, the audience here, young people, because I'd like to get different perspectives on people. You're an up and coming content creator, and you know a lot of nerd things, which I appreciate. So, for the up and coming nerds, what is one piece of advice you could give them?
For nerds,
Yeah, for nerds.
the only thing I would say is like when you're, let's just say if you're interested in the story or if you're interested just in the hero, to try and concentrate on what makes them a hero. I know a lot these days people are concentrating on, oh, well, because they look like me, or, because, hey, they're this nationality or they're this sexual preference. That's not what relates you to a character. I think, well, the great thing that people are missing from superheroes is that they always triumph over like overwhelming odds. And I think that anyone who gets into these stories, that they should really look at the trials and tribulations that people go through, because that's what essentially makes them the great characters that they are. So you should want to take from that, their like inspiration from these characters. And I think that's what kind of like it shaped me a lot whenever I read like these superheroes. Maybe just want to be better as a person. No, I can't fly around, spring fucking webs, or shoot lasers at my eyes, but like it was a lot of lessons that I've learned from comic books that made me want to be better. So I think when you look into these storylines, when you even get into like these cultures, there's always that triumph feeling with all the heroes, all of them. And that's what people should take away from it, not because they share your skin color or ideology or sexual preference or gender. So take more from it from that, because you're more than that.
I'm not frozen. I was just you were deep. I like that. That's one of my favorite that's my second favorite question, because I know it causes you to think, but then you have all this knowledge in your head, and you just want to impart it on people.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn.
I just feel bad when people just attach certain things like that, things that you can't control over as your personality. Like, hey, yeah, we're both, I'm black, and it's I didn't choose that, but I'm more than that. And
Yes, sir.
you can't just relate to a person or a superhero just in that aspect. And to me, superheroes, what they were initially made was to inspire hope, and now we're just giving people, kind of trophies simply because they look a certain way or because they are a certain way. It's the trials that, Peter Parker or Bruce Wayne or Steve Rogers, that everyone went through, that made them great heroes. That's why we're still talking about them decades later, not because they were white.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, I know this is not, we don't really care about this, but I'm putting in your channel right now, and apparently we're the only topic on that.
On what?
On DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo.
I didn't check. I have it set to as a default, so I can't really go to Google unless I type in Google. So I'm just gonna see. Let's see if you come up, because that'd be kind of cool if you came up first. Okay, so your Twitter is first. Oh, we have omitted some entries. They targeting you already.
That's nice. I know I was gonna be targeted the second I started.
Yeah. Well, listen, you and I and your better half, we don't subscribe to that hive mentality. They don't like us because we can go into a crowd, say a few sentences, and walk out with some people. Yeah. So, but keep yourself authentic, and you ain't gonna have no problems.
Just want to keep common sense a good thing.
Yes, common sense ain't common unless you got a debit card. But folks, we're gonna go. I appreciate Ayo It's
Saúl.
coming on. Just let everybody know who does not know who you are, where they can find you, and we will get up out of here.
All right. Yeah, let me see. You just put links, or you want me to just like say my name?
Yeah, I put the link in the chat box.
Oh, okay.
So when
Yeah.
it replays, people will see it.
Yeah, I mean, you can always just kind of follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm mostly promoting things at the moment. So it'll be like at Ayo_it's_Saúl. And yeah, got my YouTube. I saw you put the link. That's mainly where I'm at right now. I'm still just in the very bare bones of content creation. I do want to have more live streams when I talk about certain subjects, but kind of get a little bit more philosophical, not so much do news, but get into like, our current generation, modern gaming, entertainment, movies, comic books, and do like one-off videos as well that I'm still like planning for weekly things. So yeah, just exciting things, and want to see where this goes. I'm happy that I'm finally in the ring now, so I can try and get my voice out there.
Yes, sir. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with YouTube hiding dislikes. So we, on the back end, we'll know, but the people won't know, and it sucks. But we're gonna persevere, folks, because I'm pretty sure by the end of next year, the dislike count will be back because people will revolt. But you know how I give it up, folks. I'm on Twitter as well, Chef Boyardee, but I don't really go on there because it's a cesspool. And by the way, would you like to laugh real fast?
Yeah.
I had to explain to people who swore up and down they knew about the economy, the basics of economy, only for them to go find links on the pros and cons of the economy, which I already explained to them before they went and did the copy and paste thing. Because they thought a $15 minimum wage was a beautiful thing. But I kept telling them it doesn't matter if everything else is going up.
Yeah.
You're basically in the same spot. And they was like, $15 should be a minimum across the board. I'm like, no, because it wouldn't work in New York. It would work in Arkansas. It might even work in Washington State, maybe, depending on where you live. But it's not going to work in New York. It's not going to work in Jersey. It's not going to work where I live in Atlanta. It's not going to work in Miami. You can't live off $15, especially for a minimum wage job. That's number one. Number two, Walmart ain't paying that. We already know this. They're trying to go automated all across the board.
Yeah.
So
you see more of the self-checkouts than the actual cashiers.
yes, sir. Even in Kroger down here, you're seeing less people. You're seeing less. They have less people as cashiers now. There's like 2 lines open. Everybody's going to the, how much is it? 16 self-checkouts. That's where the line is. The only time you see people go to the cashiers is if they have a lot of items.
I heard a franchise owner thinking about automating taking orders at McDonald's too. Like what's gonna eventually be an AI. Like that's gonna be a game changer, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
you're
gonna
only
be
gonna have
crazy.
you're only gonna have the people there to make the food.
Yeah, that's basically it. Until
Until
I
they,
mean,
they
if you look in
but
Singapore, they have like these machines that make
the
foods
robot
right there.
They're
Yeah.
over here now though.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I actually got a letter. I got an email from, because I did some investing with some like WeFunder people, and they sent me an email about it if I wanted to get in on it. I was like,
That's crazy. It's gonna.
I have more
all.
income now. I got a promotion at work, so I have more income now. So I'm gonna be thinking about doing more investing, but we'll see.
Congrats.
Yeah, I would imagine me investing in America's downfall. American labor force's downfall.
I mean, a lot of people are, and
No, but-
unknowingly.
Yeah, but Bender Win, here's the thing. They still have people cooking, though. We understand that the kiosk thing and they have the app, but they still have people cooking. We're talking about the fact now they have robots that can actually make hamburgers and serve
That's
it.
crazy. But even the kiosk, that is the first step, because you have someone that takes your order, but now you just put it on a screen. So it's just like, but the thing is, like when you go, like I said, in places like Singapore, a lot of shit's animated. I watch those videos all the time, and
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of stuff is animated. They don't
Yes,
even
sir.
have people taking orders anymore. You just plop it on the screen, and that's it. You got a promo code. You can put it up on there too. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
you would want to go to a screen rather than go to people. So
And that's why society's degrading as well, because we have less and less human contact.
less than human interaction. Yeah.
That's why last year they loved those lockdowns. I told people, listen,
Yeah.
them lockdowns. They did that in an election year too. People can't bounce ideas off of people,
Yeah.
so you could just funnel whatever you want into somebody's brain via the TV and via the phone. Boom, there you go. That's how you win. But you know, they trying it again now. But I'm gonna definitely talk about that tomorrow on my regular show, because some people got to get eviscerated because of what was going on. But folks, we're gonna get out of here. Again, I want to thank Saul for coming through and blessing us with his nerd knowledge. I actually do want to extend another invitation to you before the end of the year, if you have time. I have created a game show, and I want to test YouTubers. If you know a YouTuber that you know you can beat, send them over here, and you come over here and we'll battle, and the winner will get cash.
A YouTuber to beat in what?
Trivia.
On anything?
Yeah.
Should do it on like entertainment. That's about it.
Oh no, we're gonna go entertainment. We're gonna go news. We gonna have fun with this.
We'll see. We'll see with that one.
So if you know anybody, come through. Let's see if we get this done. I had this plan for months, and now that I have this set up now, I think I can do it a lot easier.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about that for sure.
Yeah. Just don't pick the wife, because I don't want to start no problems in your house. 'Cause I know she was mad at me that first day we played that game on locals. I know she was mad that I made that comeback.
I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, we were playing. I forgot the name of that game she was playing, and I thought I was gonna lose, and I did a comeback, and I know she was upset. She was whooping me, but But anyway, folks, let me go, because it's Monday and wrestling's about to start.
Nice. Well, thanks for having me on. Honestly, I
sir.
appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, we're gonna get up out of here. Take care, stay safe. According to the little gnome that's apparently the greatest scientist in history, you got to wear your 3 masks to get your supplies and stay safe out here from all these Unicron variants and all that. Shout out to Unicron. But we're gonna get up out of here, folks. Shout out to Unicron again, Optimus Prime. That's gonna be the next one. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be Optima.
Let's hope not, man.
Yes, sir. But folks, we're gonna get up out of here. Take care, stay safe.